Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, I've been very busy today, not only dyeing bags like I told you. This one's coffee, this one's tea. Oh yes folks, look at that beautiful texturized paper. Oh, Alicia has officially fallen down the vintage rabbit hole. So you folks didn't warn me, okay? When I said I liked vintage and I put up, oh, here's my first Sunny Days prototype, what do you think? Nobody said, hey Alicia, it's going to be like your shabby project with Sabrina, where you're going to find out that if they're so complex that they alter everything. Oh, but I found out myself because thanks to Sabrina and Kathy and Carmen was texting me last night, I looked up a bunch of ideas, and lo and behold, there is a bajillion videos on how to antique, how to vintage, and then I had to figure out, like, which aesthetic do I like, right? Because I'm not super shabby. I did decide to dye some of this lace, but I did also dye some others. I'm not super shabby. I like clean a lot, but there's like this whole line of like vintagey, clean. It's hard to explain it. But anyway, I did learn what I liked and what I wanted to try, and also I had to think about, I don't have a lot of materials here. So some of the things I wanted to try, I wouldn't be able to try. Like for instance, they don't have texturizing paste here. Now, I think I can make the texturizing paste. I am interested in that because there are recipes for it online. And I think that baby powder and or baking soda is available in the local supermarket, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to go out today and check that. I don't want to promise I can do texturizing paste, which is why I started doing this. So I did a bunch of these. They're super successful. I both aged them and then I dyed them. Oh yes, folks, this is the next time you see this project, let me tell you, it's gonna look so different. Oh, I'm so excited. But it was a rabbit hole. Like, I fell right down and I was like, whoa, okay. So, not only could my Sunny Days project be better, it could be way more complex and way more altered, which I now realize, thanks to all of your help. So, I wanted to say thank you today, because this is how we get better. Right? Like, I struggled with that Sunny Days because I love Willow Lane and I love Chasing Dreams. And I love the clean layered upon layer that I make with it. But you know what? I didn't feel that way about the Sunny Days. As I told you, I think it's because I feel it has a more vintage bend. And yet the pieces didn't include that. And then when I found those photographs, I was like, yes! Oh, well, we are well beyond photographs and dyeing in this house now. I mean, not only are we beyond dyeing and distressing the edges, but oh, it's going to go in a whole crazy direction. So that happened because all of you were generous enough to give me feedback on a prototype so I could make it better. You know, I did Sabrina's. I did it very slowly, as you know, over a month. And I showed you guys little pieces and you were so helpful. And that's how I got better. Well, this is no different, folks. And when I'm finally done and the prototype becomes an actual product, it's going to be because of all of you. So I had to share it with you this morning and say thank you once again for being super helpful. You know, for those of us who haven't been doing this that long, but who are really committed to doing a good job, you know, this is why I prototype and why I show you things. I know a lot of people would never have shown you that, right? Like, oh, here's like my first ever attempt and I know it's not working perfectly. How do I fix it? But how do you think you get better? Like, I teach at college, as you guys know, right? I'm a college professor. And one of the things I try to instill in students is bring us your first effort and let us give you feedback so that you can then better it and bring us a second, a third, a fourth. Good art is not made in one afternoon. And it's so true. Like, the more I've been working on this today, the better it's getting. And you know, when I show you the next version, you'll give me some feedback and I'll do it again. And then I'll figure out how to do this. And it's thanks to your generosity of spirit that I become a better maker. So again, to each and every one of you, to Lorraine, thank you, to Sabrina, thank you, to Kathy, all of you were like so generous. You all commented and said like, okay, yeah, it's going in a good direction, but you can do better. Okay, tell me how I can do better. And then of course, you know, Sabrina, Kathy, and Carmen were like, hey, what about this? Or what about this? And now I am off and running. Don't even ask where I'm going with this. You're going to see. And then I need your feedback again. So thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, I am so grateful for each and every one of you. And, you know, don't ever be afraid to ask me the same questions. I will give you as much honest feedback as I can. I'm not an advanced maker like Sabrina or Carmen. And Kathy's becoming quite an advanced maker, actually. I'm not advanced like they are. They have, you know, Sabrina and Carmen in particular have way more experience and they know how to work with way more materials. But I will certainly do my best to help anyone who needs it. All right, folks, that's it for now. Take care. Have a great day. We're supposed to head to the desert. Unfortunately, my husband had a work emergency, and he's not feeling well, which is very rare for him. So we're going to postpone that trip for a day or two just to give him a chance to feel a bit better, because the desert is like 100 degrees and it's wonderful, but it's hot. So if you're not feeling well, it can make you feel worse. And so I've got a couple of days, folks, to work on this. Guess what I'm going to be doing? Bye for now.